Evening. This is Harshit, your tech host, back with all that is new in this emerging tech world. Sony announces a new PlayStation State of Play event scheduled for 14 September. The event's focus is to showcase a variety of games across different genres. It will primarily highlight previously announced games coming to PlayStation consoles, including indie and third-party titles. This event follows the PlayStation Showcase in May, which unveiled the revival of Bungie's Marathon, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 gameplay, and hardware updates. Notably, the event does not feature first-party reveals introducing new IPs or sequels like Ghost of Tsushima. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 will not be part of this event as it is slated for release on 20 October 2023. The event will be live streamed on PlayStation's YouTube channel and Twitch starting at 2:30 a.m. IST on 15 September. India is set to develop a new policy aimed at attracting electric vehicle manufacturers and promoting investment in the sector. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal confirms consultations with the industry on this forthcoming policy. The Indian government seeks to increase domestic EV production and encourage more investments in the sector. Tesla is engaged in discussions with the Indian government about potentially establishing a factory in the country. The government aims to facilitate investment and expedite domestic EV production. Tesla's plans include producing a low-cost EV priced at $24,000 for both the Indian market and export, with substantial sourcing from India. Next up, we have Alphabet. The parent company of Google has laid off hundreds of employees from its global recruiting team. While the exact number of affected employees remains undisclosed, Google clarifies that this move is not part of a large-scale layoff. Google intends to retain a significant majority of the team to continue hiring for critical roles. The company is committed to helping impacted employees find other opportunities within Google or elsewhere. This comes amid a highly competitive tech job market, with tech companies worldwide laying off approximately 226,000 employees in 2023. Google has also announced layoffs in its Waze mapping app division as it integrates the app into Google Maps, prompting responses and discussions on LinkedIn among affected employees. Honor is gearing up to launch its highly anticipated smartphone, the Honor 90, in India on 14 September. The Honor 90 is expected to offer top-tier specifications, including a remarkable 200-megapixel camera and a robust 5000 mAh battery. The launch event will be live-streamed on Honor's official YouTube channel and available on Amazon. Key features of the Honor 90 include a substantial 512GB storage capacity, up to 12GB of RAM, and a virtual RAM expansion of up to 7GB. The smartphone is rumored to be equipped with the Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 processor, complemented by an efficient cooling system. The device boasts a 6.7-inch AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate, TUV Rhineland certified 3840Hz PWM dimming technology, impressive resolution, and peak brightness. With a 5000 mAh battery and 66-watt fast charging capabilities, the Honor 90 promises extended usage. Its camera system is led by a powerful 200-megapixel sensor and incorporates the Honor Image Engine. Positioned in the premium segment, the Honor 90's pricing is expected to fall in the range of Rs 30,000 to Rs 40,000, targeting discerning consumers. Coinbase introduces an institutional-grade Web3 wallet within its Coinbase Prime service, targeting institutional investors' engagement with NFTs and DeFi. The wallet enables clients to store tokens securely and provides instant access to funds under self-custody. It facilitates user interactions with decentralized applications, dApps, and smart contracts. Coinbase initiative aligns with the growing global Web3 market, projected to reach $3.25 billion by the end of 2023. The wallet prioritizes security, employing flexible team member permissioning and ensuring users' private key remain protected. Features include approval alerts, transaction previews, risk warnings, and the ability to block suspicious dApps. Apple contends that its iPhone 12 model complies with radiation rules, despite a French watchdog ordering a halt to its sales due to exceeding European exposure limits. The ANFR radiation watchdog instructed Apple to cease iPhone 12 sales in France following tests revealing a specific absorption rate SAR above allowable limits. Apple has submitted multiple Apple and third-party lab results to demonstrate compliance with SAR regulations worldwide. ANFR expects Apple to take corrective measures to address non-compliance with the possibility of recalling already sold iPhone 12s. The SAR during tests simulating handheld or pocketed phone user exceeded legal limits, prompting regulatory action. The dispute underscores the importance of adhering to stringent regulations in technology products. Industry experts emphasize the necessity of a cryptocurrency framework that prioritizes investor protection, anti-money laundering measures, and cybersecurity. G20 countries recognize the importance of a coordinated regulatory framework for crypto assets. Experts stress the significance of a balanced approach to monitor the evolving crypto ecosystem while safeguarding investor interest and combating illicit activities. The G20 New Delhi Leaders Declaration endorses the Financial Stability Board's (FSB) recommendations for regulating crypto assets and stablecoins. The IMF FSB synthesis paper and roadmap aims to create a comprehensive policy framework addressing risk in emerging markets while complying with FATF standards. Finance ministers and central bank governors will convene in October 2023 to discuss the roadmap's implementation, reinforcing the commitment to global crypto asset regulation. This is Harshit signing off. Stay tuned and follow IT Voice for the latest tech news.
स्कैम 2003 जैसे हर्षद मेहता का स्कैम था। इस सीरीज के बारे में बात करते हैं जिसमें अब्दुल करीम तेलगी की पूरी ये सीरीज है। सीरीज से हमें पता चलता है कि कैसे एक फ्रूट सेलर बना है इंडिया का सबसे बड़ा स्कैमर। उसने फ्रूट सेलिंग का काम बंद कर दिया और वो मुंबई चला गया। मुंबई में उसने ट्रैवल एजेंसी खोली और वो लोगों को कल बेचता था। ये चीज बहुत जल्दी पुलिस के सामने आ गई और उसे जेल में डाल दिया गया। उसकी वहां पे मुलाकात हुई राम रतन सोनी से। उसने आइडिया दी स्टैम्प पेपर के स्कैम के बारे में, बताया कि ये फैक्ट्री, आप इस फैक्ट्री को ले लोगे तो यहाँ पे आप इतने सारे प्रोडक्शन हाउस बना सकते हो। पूरे 30,000 करोड़ का स्कैम कर दिया। ये 30,000 करोड़ का स्कैम है। जब ये सामने आया तो 2001 में इनको जेल हो गई। इनकी जेल होने के बाद 2017 तक ये जेल के अंदर थे, उनकी डेथ हो गई वहाँ पे और ये सीरीज बाहर आ गई। तो आपको भी कैसी लगी सीरीज जरूर कमेंट करके बताइएगा। और जिन लोगों को स्कैम 2003 के बारे में शॉर्ट में जानना है तो इस वीडियो उनके साथ जरूर शेयर करिएगा। मिलते हैं नई वीडियो के साथ। फॉलो IT शॉर्ट्स फॉर मोर।